doing things. Some people may be watching and monitoring you, but you're not aware that they're doing that. So just be careful with people around you. So right now I'm coming live and I'm kind of telling you exactly some of the things that are happening right now. In case you're not aware, the big beautiful bill just passed the Senate and it's going back to the House so they can kind of do some of the last minute adjustment and reconciliation before it goes in front of the president for signature no later than 4 July 2025. That's like next week. That's like Independence Day. So let me ask you this question. How is that going to money, okay, from programs that would impact you or may impact your grandparents, may impact your children, if you're already of age, may impact you getting money to go to school, okay? So these are all things that are happening right now, but a lot of people are not talking about it. So if you want to learn exactly some of the details about what's in this big, beautiful bill, I'm going to be inviting you to a special masterclass that I'm going to put together. So video, I'm going to put the link so you can join this masterclass where we're going to do a deep dive to explain exactly what's happening with this big, beautiful bill. Remember, it's not just about what's going to impact you in the short term. It's also what's going to impact you in the long run, okay? Remember, it's short term, mid-term, and long term when it comes to decision making. A lot of people haven't internalized the fact that decision making may be something that you're not used to doing, but in a situation like this where a lot of things look like they're going haywire, my invitation to you is to look hard and dare to understand exactly how this big, beautiful line of a bill may impact you, okay? Because again, I've been talking about this for quite a while, but this is the last step where it's going to go back to the House to get all the reconciliation done, or so they can come to an understanding. But you need to now figure out exactly what you need to be doing, because folks were reading about the 900 plus pages of this big beautiful bill on yesterday. I don't know. Here's what I'm trying to get you to see right now. It's that you need to pay close attention, because they're not thinking about the long term, and the long term is something I think you should be thinking about. Keep thinking about the long term, but pay particular attention to the short term, because the short term to me is what people are hiding from you. You know you're the chosen one when people are trying to hide something from you. They're trying to take away some of your stuff, or say your name, or is this Skylar Herzog? That's a hard one to say though, but did I get it right? Type yes or no in the chat real quick. But this big beautiful bill that's turning out to be a big beautiful line has a lot of provisions that's going to hurt people. You remember when they talked about the overtime pay thing was going to be tax free, but it turns out now they've changed the overtime taxable actions. It's going to be over taxes on cash tips. Okay, so if a tip was given through a credit card, then what that means is you're pretty much going to be in a situation where you don't get any to deduct that. Okay, so there's a lot of changes to the big beautiful bill that they said they've passed right now, that people are actually understanding that it's a big beautiful lie. So just to make things worse, they did not take advantage of the fact that people can come together and debate this big beautiful bill, and now they're passing it, they're shoving it off people's whatever. But at the end of the day, you need to know how it's going to impact you. You need to know how it's going to impact your children, okay, and take appropriate action. I've been talking a lot about how wealth transfer that they said was going to happen. It's probably not going to happen now that you have a whole bunch of people worrying about if their Medicaid is going to get cut. And if it gets cut, they're not going to be in a situation to start thinking about transferring all this wealth. Because if you remember, people were talking about the great wealth transfer is going to happen, where these baby boomers that are coming of age is going to transfer all their property to their children. Well, guess what? I was talking earlier on my earlier live where I was saying, you know what? They may start getting those phone calls where they're going to say, hey, Joe, I know I told you I was going to transfer the real estate to you, but it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do that now because I don't even have money for Medicare, which is primarily how people over age, I think it's like 62 or above 67, they were required to tap into Medicaid. Okay, so now what if there's no Medicaid? So that means they have to find their own insurance. And if you look at what's happening right now, the cost of insurance is skyrocketing, which then means that we're going to be in a situation where something's got to give, right? So they're taking away some of your insurance. Okay, do me a quick favor too. Hit the like button when you come right here to this to this live, because this live is a select individuals that I'm hoping to understand and explain what exactly is happening with the big beautiful bill, which a lot of people now are calling the big beautiful lie. So help me understand this stuff, and I'm going to be reaching out to you, and we're going to be having some conversation. Okay, I'm going to be holding this detailed webinar. Okay, and I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to leave the link for you to go ahead and click right below. Okay, when I get off this live, because I'm driving right now, I can't do a lot of things, but I wanted to come online and explain to you what's happening in case you do not know. On yesterday, they were debating the final points of this big beautiful bill, and it sounds to me that in spite of the Dems coming online and reading the 900 plus pages, it did not stop them from passing this big beautiful bill. A lot of people are saying right now that's a big beautiful lie, but I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about, why that could be a big beautiful lie. But if you're ready to learn more, I need you to drop yes in the chat below, and I'm going to come back later. I'm going to do some analysis and we're going to talk about it. All right, don't forget to like, share.